What's up? What's up? What's up, fight fans? We are back at it with another edition here at Round One Sports TV. I'm always your host, Round One. So we're tuning in here to this Keyshawn Davis fight card right now. Calvin Davis is in the ring with Pistol P here, and we're gonna be breaking down this fight card. Watch party live. Thank you for tuning in. Um, and I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear your thoughts on this card. I want to hear your thoughts on the other Davis's performance and frontline. I know we got a lot to talk about, huh? What a comeback, huh? We got the decision. Frontline, you know what I'm talking about. May go down bad. Yo, all that and more. So lock in, tune in, hit the like button. Let's hop right into this episode.
Like my story? No, not your story, a story. Since you can't keep your mouth shut long enough for me to read my paper, tell me a story.
I don't think I know any stories.
You don't know any stories?
No.
All right, I'll tell you a story. This is a newspaper, right?
Mhm.
It's 90% bullshit, but it's entertaining. That's why I read it, because it entertains me. You won't let me read it, so you entertain me.
Man, it doesn't seem like
Tell
my
me a
clip
story
went
right
through.
now. Go. Wait.
Like my story?
No, not your story.
What up, Frontline? What it
Since
do?
you can't keep your
What it do, Frontline? In the building early. Yo, look at Frontline. He's all
Yo,
in.
we
What's
we
up?
got we got to talk about this.
We got to talk about this.
We got to
Oh,
talk about this. I'm gonna take the win. I'm gonna take the win just to say,
you was nervous.
make
You was
no,
nervous.
no, 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 no. I'm gonna call it how I saw it.
All right.
John Santana lost that fight. I'm sorry.
He
He
lost
was
the fight.
he was gifted that fight. I'm sorry. I was going for John Santana. But we got this is round one sports talk. We got to call it how we see it.
Okay. We being honest today. Okay. So what you see in the fight? What happened?
Dude, that Mexican kid, dude, that left wouldn't miss for shit. He kept tagging John Santana with straight, that left straight, in and out, in and out, in and out. No matter what angle he threw it from,
Yeah, but I thought that John Santana was doing some great work at the closing part of the fight.
that
I
doesn't mean
thought,
shit.
nah, I thought that he won the last round. The one round before that, I thought that he was doing good. You know, he was hitting him in the in between. I think that the Mexican dude was getting some, the more eye catching shots with that check hook. He couldn't miss with it, but I think overall John Santana was piecing him up though.
All right, do you think he won that fight though? Honestly,
Yes, he won the fight.
so
And
he
I'm
going down
sticking to
bad.
my story. I'm sticking to it. Yo, frontline. You's a sellout, bro. I thought
Nah, 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 nah,
Viva
nah. We
Puerto
gotta call that
Rico,
shit how we
bro.
see it,
Nah,
bro.
bro. We gonna have to check your Puerto Rican card. We might have to pull that shit. I don't
Well,
know,
he's not Puerto Rican.
man. Yo, Rob was a piece of shit for that. Yo, listen. Yo, look, man. Uh, I think Jan Santana fought well. I think the Mexican dude fought great. Uh, the toughest thing I'm gonna say right now, run it back.
Facts.
If you feel like he lost, run it back.
I'm gonna be honest with you,
You know
yo.
what I mean? So
Jean Paul Rivera, and Keith Colon wiped this dude out. I'm sorry, Jean Paul Rivera and Keith Colon washed John Santana. He didn't look good at all.
weren't they saying John Santana was above him?
That's what they were saying.
All right, that's what I. So what you think about his performance? Keith Cologne's gonna be up next. He's gonna be having a fight June 19th out there in Springfield.
Yep.
We're gonna have him up on the channel. I think tomorrow I'm gonna set something up with his dad, and for the fans to get more familiar with Puerto Rican up and coming fighter Keith Cologne, the Tsunami, and I'm letting it be known right now. So get your questions ready. If you have any questions for the young man and you want to ask him anything, we're gonna set something up for tomorrow, and maybe I'll let you guys know in the morning on a short or something, whether it'll be tomorrow or the next day, because a lot of these fighters are really busy and they have a big schedule. I was talking to Panda, head coach Panda, and he was out tonight. He had to get to a fight. He was on a flight, and I'm gonna see if I can get Panda up here and talk to head coach Panda about some of his fights and upcoming fights and what he thinks about some of these fights. All in boxing. It's always good to get the mindset of a real world class coach like Coach Panda. He has a lot of great fighters in his stable, and he has coached world class fighters. Not only professional, but he has an extensive, and I mean an extensive amateur background record. So it's always a pleasure to have such a coach, on the channel. And I look forward to seeing if we can get him up here with his tight and busy schedule. And we'll see more of we'll see what we can do with that. So look, Frontline, let me tell you something right now. Uh look, I can't say anything. I want to say something about the fight, but I'm not a referee. You know what I'm saying? And the toughest thing, no matter what I say right now, it's not gonna give Mexico the win.
Nah, Mexico down bad. No matter how you look at it, Mexico down bad right now.
The win, right? I
No.
can acknowledge that the fight was a lot closer. Yes. And I can also acknowledge, yeah, I kind of, I thought that the Mexican dude did a lot of great work. I don't want to give my full stamp on it because I was in and out of the fight. I have to admit, I was watching bits and pieces as I was getting home, putting up the thumbnail and everything, and I was getting ready. So, I don't want to be, either like sound like I'm biased or I'm against or anything, but I did watch a good portion of the fight, and I thought the Mexican dude did a lot of work, but I can't bring that back now. Can I? No. So I guess the best thing I can advocate for is for both fighters to run it back. Get it back in blood. There've been a lot of fights, that we're getting back. Recently announced. In fact, I hear that Dubois versus Warley fight, there was a rematch clause, and that Warley's management activated it, although announcing that they are giving Warley 6 months to recover from that ass whooping Daniel Dubois put on him. Although Daniel Dubois went down twice in that fight, Warley's face did not show that. It looked like Daniel Dubois looked the same way he did when he walked into the ring until the fight was over with, didn't he? He didn't really look like he took a lot of damage being twice down in the fight, So look, right now we are in the seventh round of the Davis older brother versus Pete Thompson. And I gotta admit, Thompson here does not look like himself at all. I know that I have the volume down and you can't hear the fight or anything like that, right? But I gotta admit that Thompson here does not look like himself. He looks like he's chasing Davis around in the ring, in fact. But Davis is not really doing anything to finish the fight. He's boxing well on the outside, but when it's time to be aggressive, I think that Thompson's doing the more of the aggressive. I wish that Davis here, the older brother Calvin, he would be a bit more, behind his punches, rather than just a 1-2, or one jab. He has to show his power, rather than just picking them apart from the outside. So, but I'm interested in this fight right here. I'm looking for the rest of the night to play out. I'm looking for Brian Norman Jr.'s performance. I'm watching that closely. And of course, the main event, Keyshawn Davis.
Shout out to Bull Rider in the building, Jason Ayala in the building. We got Lloyd in the building, Vincent in the building. He said Morel needs to run it back. He can't go out like that. Lloyd says
Yeah, Diablo.
salute to Frontline. Keep Edwin in check on the daily. Keon Davis on roller skates says Bull Rider. Saludos to Puerto Rican Rum in the building. Says salute Edwin. Salute
Salute, fam.
Frontline. Calvin Davis on roller skates. Daryl Anderson in the building. He said, "Hey, round one, I noticed something in the Inoue versus Junto fight that I want to ask you if you noticed it." Daryl, shoot away.
Shoot away. What's up?
Shoot away. We all saw the headbutt. So if that's what you talk about,
Stop it.
we
Stop it.
saw it.
And if you want to talk in person rather than texting so much, I'll drop the link for that one. I would love to hear what you have to say about the fight and what you saw. It's always good to get another insight in boxing. So I definitely would drop the link right there. I just dropped it in the chat. It's a restream, quick little download. You get right in, hook up your mic. If you have a Bluetooth, disconnected because it's better that way. And then come up and share your feelings or text it in the chat.
Oh, Cincy in the building. He said, Kelvin looking weak. I'm not impressed with the DB3 brothers.
I'm not impressed. I mean, the other brother, didn't he go the distance tonight? The
He
first
went the
one?
distance with a Haitian dude. That was Coach Bermudez' guy.
Yep.
They saying, yo, the internet is undefeated. They're saying Rohan Polanco's 0-1 as a coach.
Ah.
He was in the corner with the Haitian dude.
Oh, yeah?
All right. Daryl says after Junto threw his left overhand, Inoue dodged and countered with an uppercut as Junto backed up. Inoue switched stance mid attack and jabbed with a right and with a right jab and a left hook.
All right. Well, what you're probably talking about in that situation right there, the only thing I can honestly think of is that Junto's check hook started to find Naoya Inoue's jaw. If that's when the moment in the fight you're talking about. When he made the adjustment for that uppercut, that I felt that he made the adjustment, Naoya Inoue started the fight, right? He was trying to lure Junto into a jabbing contest, right? And have him bite. When Naoya Inoue went downstairs to the body, Junto would come over the top. Naoya would slip under it and try to hit him with the check hook. But when Junto wouldn't bite, after the fifth round, that Junto started coming forward, Naoya Inoue saw that he got him off the back foot. He got Junto off the back foot, and he allowed Naoya stood there and allowed Junto to hit him. When he did that, that's when that uppercut. That's the only time I saw that uppercut started coming into effect. I thought that Naoya Inoue was reading Junto at a high level, but Junto was reading Naoya Inoue at a high level too.
No. What he's saying though is he said when Junto threw his left overhand and Inoue dodged it, and then he countered with the uppercut as Junto backed up. Inoue switched stances. He went from orthodox to southpaw.
He's
Mid
been known,
attack and jabbed with the right.
right. Naoya Inoue has been known to switch it up, right? Real subtle, right? To hardcore boxers, we've seen this before. But to a casual, you won't notice it. A lot of people don't know that Naoya Inoue actually, in fact, can switch it up. He can switch it up when he's doing a running combination. Whenever Naoya Inoue throws it and he step and he lead, because he's lunging, Junto is tall. So it made him lift up his back foot. When Naoya's back foot went forward, that's when he made the transition to lefty. He's comfortable there. He looks the same, lefty and righty. He's kind of like Michael Jordan. He never really had to shoot the three until they criticized him for shooting the three. Then he lit you up, right? Okay, that's Naoya Inoue. You see, a lot of the tools and the fighting in that fight really brought the best out of both these fighters, Junto and Naoya Inoue. There were a lot of things that took place inside of that ring at a really high level. For Naoya Inoue to be misstepped, land in the lefty position, and still fight, throw the right jab off of it, and not be afraid of feeling awkward, there was some really high level moments in that fight, and a lot of adversity as well. We learned later in the fight that Junto suffered a fractured orbital bone. He finished the fight. Some people are saying it happened in the 9th. Others are saying it happened in the 11th. But he still had a fractured orbital bone, and Junto didn't quit.
And
That
what
goes
he's
to
saying
show
is,
you what's
what he's
up.
saying, he said, yeah, but switching mid attack is not easy to do. What he's saying is, if you
Right.
noticed it and if you did, he's impressed by it because he said he never saw it.
No. Okay. One or two fights that Naoya Inoue switched in that you can go back and look. Paul Butler, he switched in that one to lefty. Other fights he switched into the lefty stance. Well, it was subtle. It was really subtle, and because it was only like a step around, and it was so brief. In the Des Marinas fight, but what other fight? There was a fight that he had, and he actually did a good portion in the round, lefty. I'm gonna get back to you on the guy's name. It was like one of his earlier fights. I'm not sure if the guy was Filipino. He might have been, what is it? Tibet? How do you say it?
I don't
Thailand?
know, but speaking
Thailand?
of speaking of Filipino, MJ fought today.
He did? How'd he do?
I don't know. I was gonna ask you. He fought in Africa.
He did, really?
He fought a rematch with the guy that he fought last. He won by UD the last time. I guess the dude or people weren't happy with that performance, so
Oh,
they
I
did a
gotta go check
rematch.
that out. I saw the heavyweight fight. I caught the last of it, right?
I'm
That dude,
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Not I say MJ, but it's at 105. It's Melvin Jerusalem, the
Melvin.
WBC
Yeah.
that Oscar Goyaso's trying to get.
All right, all right.
That's
You
who I
threw
meant.
me
Not
off there a
MJ.
little.
Not MJ from 126.
Right. Okay.
Melvin
So
Jerusalem, the Filipino.
because earlier today I saw the Herkovich fight there. Uh he was just too much for that guy. He was just too much for him. Um, you know, it was a good, it was good until I lasted, I guess. Then let's just leave it at that. Heavyweight guys. Um, I just saw a big man just dominating a smaller big man, kind of. That's it, really. Um, but shout out to them. I saw that. That was the only thing that I checked in today with. I didn't really check in too much with anything. The family's been a little bit under the weather. My daughter's sick, so I've been dealing with her. And I was just like watching a little bit of like the initial build up to the Keyshawn Davis fight. and how Brian Norman Jr. and him struggled in the weight, and whether or not there was any truth to Shields' accusation about the scales being off. Was this a deliberate plot to try to make Keyshawn look bad? Do you buy anything into that? And do you think that the scales, because not only did Keyshawn miss weight, but Brian Norman Jr. missed weight. So were both their coaches off before they sent their guy out there? Because before you send your guy out there, it's common that you weigh them so that you know exactly, okay, we made the weight. Get out there and get on the scale. You make the weight on your scale, you send them out there, and you find out he missed weight by like a 0.1, a 0.2. That's not a lot of weight to miss by, but
That
it's
shit
enough.
is unprofessional. I don't care what anybody says.
So yeah, that's kind of like my thing, right? Do you buy into the notion what Shields said about Brian
The
Norman
scales, be,
Jr.
the scales
and
being off.
and yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I don't know.
He
He said that
said
yesterday publicly.
he said that publicly yesterday, and that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He said himself that the scales were off. So was that like
I don't buy that because if that was the
okay?
case, everybody else would have never made the weight.
Okay, check it out, right? Yeah, but everybody would have. Let's say that they made the weight. They made it on the scale so that he was over by like 0.2, not by a pound, not by a half a pound. They're saying that the scale was off just slightly, just enough for you to miss weight. So if anybody else was under those 2 points, which they usually are, right? Nobody else would be the wiser. They'd all make weight. They'd just be a point or two up. It wouldn't be by pounds or half a pound. So it's something really slick to do. Now, if you do that, wouldn't that be getting into the mind of the fighter and also disrupting him and his team?
Absolutely.
The fighter's doubting the coach. The coach is doubting the fighter. They're a little frustrated. They got to keep cutting weight when at this point they should be replenishing. The criticism started to come in. You just disrupted both fighters. Did you just get into the mind of Keyshawn Davis? Did you just get into the mind of Brian Norman Jr.? Have these two fighters all day got through past that? Or had in social media all day have been criticizing them? I'm going to tell you right now, we all know boxing is part what? Mental.
Mental, yeah. I would say it's 90% mental.
Listen, if you can fuck with a fighter's head just before fight night and got the whole world doubting on him. Bro, Keyshawn, we thought you changed. Brian Norman Jr., I thought you left senior to do better. Two birds, one stone. Think about it.
Yeah, hey, Cincy, I'm with you. I hope Dobbler pulls it off, and I also hope Albright pulls it off. I'm with you on that one.
Listen, I'm not going to front. I'm going with the Americans, all right? I got the American in the fight.
Cincy said, got Kelvin looking flimsy. Bull Rider says, Davis is smothered in Vaseline. Not going to work.
Yo, this David brother, man, he was there. Yeah, he was just there to win. I manage a fight. He wasn't there to fucking, to kill. Nah.
Hey, Daryl wants to know what do you do if a person is a pound off in weight?
All right. First of all, if the person misses by a pound, you have to pay the other fighter if he still takes the fight. What happens is whenever a contract is made in boxing, if there's any error, then that means that the original contract has been breached. That means that before fight night, right? When we see the weigh-ins, in actuality, they've already weighed in hours before that we actually see it. We're seeing what they saw in the morning time. Just in case any of these guys miss weight, when we're actually seeing the weigh-in, what you're seeing is a retape of it, and they're actually in the back rooms renegotiating a second contract because the first one is non and void. You didn't make weight. That was our contract. We can't go by the original because you're already in fault, and depending what state we're in, I should get paid, not you, right? Okay. So what they do is to try to save the fight, save the night. They go back there and this is typically what happens. You got to pay money out of your purse, whatever pounds you miss, to the other guy. And it's always the percentage amount of your original contract, what they're paying you for the fight. Like that. Like Floyd Mayweather was fined $300,000 for 2 pounds. $150,000 a pound. It might sound like a lot of money, but he was also making like $300 million for that fight. So that's chump change to that. So whenever, like, sometimes depending on what city you're in, sometimes you'll have to fork over 25% of your purse, 30% of your purse, 40% of your purse. Sometimes it goes like that. Sometimes it goes by a dollar amount, by what the boxing athletic committee of that city deems it. So the like when Ryan Garcia missed weight, the New York Boxing Athletic Committee fined them some money. Remember the time that Ryan Garcia said, Devin Haney said to him, yo, I bet you're going to miss weight. And Ryan said, if I miss weight, then I'll pay you X amount of dollars. I forgot what the bet was. But in the boxing world came back and told everybody, it doesn't matter what Ryan Garcia said, how much money he would pay Devin. That was just out of his mouth, because the New York Boxing Athletic Committee was going to fine him for missing weight for 3 pounds. They fined him something like 100,000, whatever, plus for each pound. So he ended up paying almost $500,000 to Devin.
This fight was a robbery.
Like that. So, it just depends where you're fighting. And that's some of the things about boxing we need to fix. It needs to be the same rules everywhere. I don't know why we're all the way here, 2026, and the rules vary from every country, city that you fight in. You understand? Like the other day, right? Who was it that missed weight the other day and the fight was canceled? Leo Santa Cruz. I mean, not Santa Cruz. I'm sorry. Angelo Leo's fight got canceled because the other guy missed weight, right? And the city and town that Angelo Leo is fighting in, the boxing law states that if the other guy doesn't make weight, you still get paid. So it was reported that he got his money.
So if you get paid, why take the risk, right?
Right. Why take the risk? And why take the fight if you're gonna? And I think Brian Norman Jr. is next here.
Yeah. That fight was a split decision. They gave it to Calvin. I didn't see it. I saw Dobson win. That's just my opinion.
You saw Dobson winning that fight?
Yeah, I saw Dobson win that fight.
So you're saying that the fix is in?
No.
Because of all the judging tonight. You're saying, hold on. The Puerto Rican dude lost. The Mexican.
Not Puerto Rican, the Dominican dude.
The Dominican dude lost. Yeah, well, we were taking him, right? We were taking him.
Yeah, but I'm gonna take
So
him just to say Mexico down bad. But
I get it, but when
the
you
the
took him,
reality of it is, I think he got robbed. The Mexican kid got robbed, in my opinion.
that's what we're talking about, ain't we? We're
Yeah,
talking
but
about
this
the
fight wasn't a
fixes in.
robbery. It was a split decision. It could have went either way. But
It could have went either way.
yeah, I personally saw Dobson do
I,
better
I
work.
I think that Donson didn't look good, and for you to say that he won the fight, then that means that Davis dude did less. He needs to
Exactly.
really
It's like
he needs to get more aggressive in his fight rather than sitting back on his jab and trying to just throw a 1-2 straight down the pike.
yeah, it's like
Uh,
Osensi said. He looked flimsy as hell. He didn't look stable. He was
mm.
wobbly all over the place. He was crossing his feet. He just didn't look good, in my opinion.
What did I
Daryl, how
tell
much
you
for
about padded records and all that shit when you read all the guys and I was like, who? Who? What
yeah.
I tell
No,
you?
but yo,
What I tell you?
Dobson's battle proven though.
No. I told you Dobson was, yes, but I said, what do we expect from the Davis brother? You asked me, who do you got in the fight? I said, I'm gonna take the Davis brother or whatever I think I said, but really, who did he fight? And you went and read the whole fucking list, and I was like, bro, that I, some of these records that these guys have, um, it's a lot of people don't want to hear this shit, but padded records exist. They exist. What is he? What do you have? 15 fights when he fought Dobson here?
Yeah, 14.
14?
Hold on, I'll tell you right now. I'll
I
tell you
thought it was
exactly.
15. I thought he came into it 15 and something. I forgot what it was.
Hold up. I'll tell you right now. Where we
Damn,
at?
Xander's looking big, bro.
I don't want to hear that shit. If he makes weight, that's all that matters.
No, that's all that matter. Of course. No, he's going to be a professional, but I'm glad he's looking big. He looking big, baby.
They
He
already
looks
talked.
strong.
You already know they're already trying to give an excuse for Boots.
Who is?
People in
What?
general.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What did I hit a nerve here? Or what the people are saying that he's big or something now?
That he was 15-1.
I told you, yeah. So what are they saying
Eliminated.
about Xander?
That he's looking too big.
Who's
That
what?
he's looking too big. And then according now, check this shit out.
All right.
According to what happened with this Keyshawn shit, that they're playing with the scale.
Yep.
They're gonna try to do some shit like that with Xander.
They might just to get in his head.
No. I'm not talking about on Xander's side. The skill's gonna be in his favor.
That the scale's gonna be in his favor.
Yeah, with Eddie Hearn running that promotion. You think that's gonna happen? Fuck no.
They are reaching already, huh? They just want Xander to lose the belts on the scale, huh?
That'll never happen. Xander's too much of a professional.
Listen, look. I think Xander is right where he needs to be. I think that he's 23 years old, and you guys are forgetting this. You guys are forgetting this. You guys are forgetting what it's like to go weight at 23. I think you guys are forgetting this. That is a spring chicken right there. If anybody can cut weight, it's them young boys like that. All right? Listen, the pounds used to just fall off, bro, when I was cutting weight. All right? So a lot of guys, when they're young like this, they could cut a lot of weight. This is not an issue that I'm worried about. I'm more worried about the fight itself, the performance in the ring. Fuck the weight cut. That I don't listen. We're on Xander's side. You're talking about a 23-year-old kid, and I don't mean to call him kid, young man. 23-year-old young man. All right. So that I'm not worried about. And all this little bullshit that these fighters and people are reporting, this, that about the weight, I ain't heard none of that shit, right? But I'm gonna tell you guys, don't look thirsty, bro. Don't do that to Philly. Philly don't need no excuse. They don't need no help. The Philly is of the city of Philly, Philadelphia. They ain't looking for no excuses with no goddamn fucking weight. I don't want to hear that shit. That is a fighting city right there. And no real Philly fan is reaching that far. No real Philly fan. That must be some dude or some people talking online on their shows. Nah, Philly don't want it like that. Hell no. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Philly, that city is built for this. This is what they made for. So I know Jerron Boots Ennis, as far as me, man, I don't hear none of that noise, none of that static, none of that shit. I know that I gotta respect Jerron Boots Ennis for the fighter that he is. And I know that Xander's gonna be ready. I'm backing Xander on this. I told you where I stand. I told you what I feel about the fight, and my mind has not changed. It has not swayed. My faith is still there in the young man Xander. Yes, it is, and it's not misplaced faith. It's not something that I'm talking myself up to. No, in this case, I really believe Xander is a great technical boxer. Let's see if he can execute. Give the young man his opportunity. And I'm going to tell you right now, and win or defeat, yeah, we'll eat our crow, whatever. But I swear to God, I swear to the highest, if Xander wins this fight, please respect our moment. If you see a bunch of Latinos cheering and going crazy, brothers, nah, let us have our moment. Like we gonna let you have yours. I don't know if I don't speak for all Latinos, right? I wish they would all hear me. But we gonna give you yours. Jerron Boots Ennis wins. We will, respect it. We're gonna let you have your moment. There's gonna be a lot of shit talking coming our way. I get it. But I don't want to see none of this hate talk after there's pride after this fight. Either way, if Philadelphia starts showing their Philly flags, Philly cheesesteaks, and all that other Philly good shit, let them have their moment. Don't, as Puerto Ricans, as Latins, Mexicans, whatever, all Latin men, let them have their time. Because I'm going to ask for the same. I'm asking for the same. There's going to be a lot of happy Latin people, and we look forward to more. Ain't this what drives boxing? Rivalry, competition.
Well, since that's the case, Boots' resume ain't sitting too well right now. I'm
Listen,
gonna talk my shit.
you talk your shit. Listen, I'll talk my shit too. Listen, that Karen loss, talk about it. There's nothing to hide here. Jerron Boots Ennis is the one that gave Karen the nod. Jerron Boots Ennis is the one that said that Karen would give Virgil Ortiz a fucking fight to the death, and many of these other fighters. So now that Karen lost, what I say, weren't there going to be a lot of Xander fans watching that fight intensely, saying, well, let's see what the great Jerron Boots Ennis struggled with.
Hey,
Let's find out.
Who said
Let's
it?
find
Who
out.
said it? Who said Karen was a problem? Who said it?
Jerron Boots Ennis.
Not his fans.
Nope.
It was who?
Jerron Boots Ennis himself said that.
That Karen will beat Fundora. That Karen will beat Virgil
Yes, sir.
Ortiz.
Yes,
that
sir.
Karen would beat Bakram.
Yes,
Karen
sir.
would beat Xander.
Yes, sir. He said all of that. He said all of that himself. Not me, not you, not any fan. He said that. What did Karen do? Karen lost. Karen was down 2 times in the fight. No matter what you say, you don't got to explain to me how he went down, how it was a trip. You don't
Hey,
even explain
if somebody didn't see the fight, the scorecards show he was knocked down twice. That's all that matters.
twice. That's all that mattered. And if you're down twice in a fight, what are you supposed to do? Put him down. Do something. Win back the fight. One of the judges saw it 113, a draw, even being down twice. So you could see that the judges were there in Germany. They were like, Karen, do something. Bro, that dude, he got out punched, out timed, frustrated, down twice in the fight, no matter how you see it.
Yeah.
And he didn't look like this threat that Jerron Boots Ennis claimed. Now, did he?
Nope.
Did he look like this superior fighter that would give all these fighters fits? If not, according to him, beat them. Did he look that dominant?
No, hell no.
Read the chats, brother. We're getting to this Brian Norman Jr., so read the chats because I'm definitely calling this fight. Read the chat, brother.
Said if Xander loses, I'm going to be kind of pissed, so I'm going to be hating on Boots. Vincent says, now I know why Boots asked for tune-ups.
That's right.
Listen, Xander is looking strong. I know training don't mean shit or none of that. But if we're looking at physique, Xander's looking strong as fuck.
Yeah, he is. He's looking strong. Go ahead.
He's also looking fast as fuck. And he's also looking sharp as hell. I mean, he's putting in that work in the gym.
Hey, yo, listen. I don't mean to cut you off, but Brian Norman Jr. is making his ring walk right now. I don't know if you guys pay for the subscription or Fireboys sticks Fireboys outside. But he just walked in the ring. I gotta know. Who do you guys got in this fight? And do you see a stoppage in this fight? I'm gonna tell you right now. I think that Brian Norman Jr. stops him 6-7. I think Brian Norman Jr. is gonna stop this dude. I heard a lot of dudes say that this guy was gonna beat Brian Norman Jr. So I want to know. Put in your prediction. We're gonna run the Notre Dame's interim title right now, real quick. Just to let's get the interim going. I'm going 6-7. So you get 2 rounds.
I'm going 4-5.
4-5? I'm taking Brian Norman Jr. Who you got?
Brian Norman Jr.
All right, we got. All right, put in your picks real quick.
Vincent says, Karen is a killer. What you mean, round 1? Laughing emoji.
You got 4-5?
I got 4-5 Brian Norman Jr. Not that.
Yo, put in your picks real quick. 2 rounds. Who do you guys got? Real quick. Yo, he said Karen's a killer. What you talking about?
What do you mean, round 1?
What you mean, round 1? He's a killer. Yo, if that was all it took to take you the distance, boy, man, listen.
Whoa. Not
Patty
once,
Donovan,
but twice.
Patty Donovan made him look bad, bro. It made it look at the great Jerron Boots Ennis didn't put him down like that. Not twice. Not 2 knockdowns scored in the fight. So, I don't know, man.
Bull Rider says, white boy coming in with a lot of confidence.
With a lot. Yo, you seen the face-off? He tried to say his breath stunk. Brian Norman Jr. went like that to him, and then he's like stepped over him. He tried to act like he was like Matt Brolick. He was like that on him and shit, right? You saw that shit? Come on, Shields.
Vincent got Norman KO round 5.
Yo, Vincent Norman 5. Round 5,
Yeah.
Vincent.
You
Yo,
get 2 rounds, Vincent. So what? 5-6.
he might go 5-4. You don't know.
Bull Rider says Wagner wins by KO in ninth. Uh-oh. Do we see an upset here?
Bull Rider says Wagner in the 9th.
Yeah. What is the schedule for? 12 or 10?
I don't know. I think this is a 10-round fight. I thought it's not a title fight, but it's weird because the other fights weren't title fights and they went 12.
No,
Okay,
it
here we
didn't.
go. Brian Norman Jr. Enters the ring with Wagner right now. Both fighters start hot right now, pairing out the jabs. Wagner is leaning to the side. A lot of clinching going on in the first round. Brian Norman Jr. pops out his jab. Brian Norman Jr. using a couple feints and level changes. Wagner, that check hook, just grazed Brian Norman Jr.'s. Brian Norman Jr. looking so far looking like himself, but ooh, nice quick step to the side check. And Wagner is down, but it's a push. It's a push behind the head.
Hey, Sacco got the Moyo getting sparked. 4th round.
Oh shit.
Cincy is rooting for Norman.
I got Brian Norman Jr. in the fight. I think he's gonna finish him 6-7. Like I said, 6-7. I think Brian looking solid right now. Wagner's looking like he's. Ooh, that jab from Brian Norman Jr. is lethal right now. Damn, he can't miss with this jab. Wait until he warms up. He's not even warmed up. Brian Norman Jr. switching stance, switching angles, a little bit of showboating in the ring. Really got his swagger going right now. And Wagner's the much taller fighter. He's throwing out the jab right now, popping it out. The look on Wagner's face already is kind of telling the story. He can't get into on the inside yet to Brian Norman Jr. because that's where Wagner wants to be, in close. Brian Norman Jr. is popping him with that jab right now. Timestamps in the first round. I got 42 seconds left in the round. And Brian Norman Jr. is looking confident right now. He's really working this jab. Wagner is covering up right now in the high guard and stepping back. So Brian Norman Jr. is not overextending. Good body shot on the low right there. That was a good sneaky little body shot by Brian Norman Jr. Wagner wore it well. They tie up in the center of the ring. The referee comes in, breaks them up, and we're at the closing seconds of round 1. Pun intended. Here we go. So I think that Brian Norman Jr. clearly won that round right there. I'm going to give it to Brian Norman Jr. I think that he connected the better shots. I think that he also connected the better of the power shots. Wagner went downstairs a little bit, but he's going to have what Wagner's going to have to do is keep his pressure on Brian Norman Jr. He's going to have to weather Brian Norman Jr. down so that he can slow down so that Wagner can have some success. As far as Brian Norman Jr., he needs to stay the course. That jab is beautiful. He's popping that jab. He's got Wagner frustrated, and perhaps he can get Wagner to come in. What I'm not sure which punch would be the most effective. It would be up to him. I'm not going to sit here and say when he could just throw the uppercut or the whatever, but work off the jab definitely for Brian Norman Jr. And we're starting the second round here.
And it is a 10-round fight.
It is a 10-round fight. Yes, it is. Thank you, Frontline. Wagner right now, and Brian Norman Jr. in the center of the ring. Brian Norman Jr. is popping that jab. He threw a big check hook right there. Oh, and caught Wagner, staggered him a little. Here comes Brian Norman Jr. on the attack. Wagner's moving his feet, going back to forth, right to left, and Brian Norman Jr. has him in the corner, and he's pounding on Wagner. The referee, and Wagner is down. Wagner is down in the second round, and he looks bewildered. He looks like he doesn't want to be here anymore. He's struggling to get up right now. And the referee's saying, step over here. And Wagner is bending his body. He looks like he's quitting on himself. The referee pushes him back and says, continue. Brian Norman Jr. steps to him, throws the jab real quick. Wagner is running backwards. It doesn't look like he wants to be here. His body language is bad. And he's down again. One punch. Brian Norman Jr. puts Wagner down. He's rubbing his shoulder. Wagner's sitting on the floor, struggling to get up. He's looking at the referee. He's begging the referee to stop the fight. He's pointing to his shoulder right now, like he's trying to complain, like his shoulder got popped out, but it doesn't look like that. You could see that Wagner does not want to be in this fight. Look at him. Brian Norman Jr. looking up at the camera like, boy, listen, you can see all that shit talking Wagner did into the buildup of the fight. And when a little resistance come in, what the hell are they doing with his arm? Look at the doctor. Wagner doesn't even want to lift his arm. He wants the doctor to stop the fight. He is truly looking for the doctor to stop this fight, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like he's actually like pleading with him. Brian Norman Jr. consents the fight, and the referee calls the fight. It is over. It is over. Wagner now grabs his shoulder in grimsome pain. Come on, man. That wasn't pain. Wagner checked out of the fight. Brian Norman Jr. beat the brakes off that man.
So, what is this? A Canadian knee, or what is it?
Jesus Christ, I don't know what the Canadian elbow. I'm a shoulder. I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ. That guy, he literally checked. Now he's in the corner. It looks like he's about to be in tears. Look at him. I don't know.
Canada down bad.
They down bad right now. They down bad right now. Go USA. Brother. That's what's up, Brian Norman Jr. That's what's up, baby. Show the world the new version of yourself. He looks sharp. He looks strong. Man, he put this guy away in two. Man, this guy didn't want to be in the room. Man, this dude was talking like he was about to get in there.
Like he's a killer.
Yeah, like he was going to get in there and fuck up Brian. He had people convinced. I bet you people put their money on that dude. I bet you. And Brian Norman Jr. done fucked up their parlays and shit. Yo.
I don't know. He did make a statement with Ronnie Shields, though.
That's a better, he looked good. I got to admit. He looked sharp. He looked sharp. He looked good.
That version right there beats Devin Haney.
I'm not ready to say that.
I'll say it for you.
You have the right to your opinion. Of course, I would have to see more because this guy is no Devin Haney. You know that Brian Norman Jr. just beat. He ain't no Devin Haney.
We're going based off of performance.
Yeah, well, this guy
performance.
Listen. He beat the shit out of this dude, and this dude ain't no Devin Haney. And he was, you're not gonna like just because of what Brian was able to do to this guy, it's not gonna look like that in the Devin Haney fight. You know what I mean? So I'm not sure just yet. Unfortunately, this guy didn't put up much of a fight against Brian Norman Jr., so we weren't really able to see everything. Him slipping punches, him being in trouble, what he does, in counter situations. We couldn't see none of that with this guy that he had in front of him. Once Brian Norman Jr. took over in the fight, which he had full control, I gave him the first round. He just put this dude away, man. So I'm not ready to say that this version would beat Devin Haney. No, I'm not ready to say that. But
I'll say it
um,
for you.
I think that he definitely, is showing better improvement. The jab is working well. He was moving great. Brian Norman Jr. He made the right reads. He showed that if you put a guy on this level in the ring with me, I'm gonna destroy him. Brian Norman Jr. did exactly what he has to do, and the Canadian is in fact in tears right now. So,
So
yeah,
we got Canadian tears now.
yes, they're there. They're there. Yes.
Yo, shout out to Jose in the building. He said, "What up, Corillo? Round one, front line."
What up? What up?
Uh, Dogman says Wagner fucked up my parlay.
I told you he had people believing in him. They was talking him up.
I
Like
wish.
some people were talking him up like he was actually gonna beat Brian Norman Jr. And I was like, what? I was like, okay, let's see. And then you know what really fucked it up, which I told you and I touched on this. The weight, the missing the weight. It led fans to believe that these fighters weren't disciplined. Am I right? And it said to, oh shit, there's trouble in both these camps, and that these fighters are not being as disciplined, because that's what that spells, right? Okay. But that's not what Brian Norman Jr. showed. And I asked you guys in the beginning of this live, do you guys put any stock in the accusation that Ronnie Shields said the scales were off? And did they do that to try to fuck with the fighter's head going into the fight? You understand? So
Yeah,
that's what I asked. Why? What's up? What are you laughing about over
I'm
there?
like, his dog man mad right now. He fucked up his parlay. He said Wagner talked a good game, a damn good one.
A damn good one. He done got you to believe in him. He done put your money on him. You see? You see?
Yo, Jose said, dude really looked like like a construction worker. Norman did what he was supposed to. Wagner is a damn cur, says Dog Man. Sacklebow said Norman Jr. is middleweight. Yes. I don't think Norman would want another Haney fight, says Dog Man. He says guy isn't on Haney's level. Osensi says, I wish he would have done this to Haney. Yeah, me too. Fuck Haney. I said it, not round one. I said it.
You trying to fuck up my Haney checks? You know
Nah,
what
nah, 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 nah.
I'm saying?
Nah, Bill, keep sending them in, Bill.
Shit, I wish they was paying me some.
I don't know. I think Brian Norman Sr. got you on payroll because you talking spicy about Norman
What
Jr.
you mean? Nah, I'm always talking great for a lot of the boxers. I'm critical on a lot of boxers, but it doesn't matter. It just happens to be the fight that we're watching. That's all.
Hey, Bull Rider, from what I remember, two. Bernard Hopkins was the first one, and then the second one was Devin Haney. He said,
Well,
"What boxer said I'll never let a white boy beat me?"
oh shit.
That I know the first one I heard say that was Bernard Hopkins, and then the second one was Devin Haney, right? That you remember, Edwin?
I'm thinking here. I'm thinking.
Sacco Emma Williams is at 160, so a Norman Jr. fight won't happen. I mean, would it be epic? I think Norman washes Ammo, in my opinion.
Yeah, but Norman just fought at 147 tonight, right?
Yeah, no, he won. It's a catch weight, 148.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 148.
Oh.
Um, Garfield, I'm with you on it. I'm with you on that. I'm 100% with you on that. He says, "How much did Bill pay
Huh?
Norm? How much did Bill pay Norman to take the loss?" Norman took the dive on that fight. I agree.
No, he didn't. He didn't take
Yeah,
no
he
dive.
did. He
No,
took
he
the
didn't.
dive.
No, he didn't. Let me tell you something right now. There's no way you can convince me that a young fighter like Brian Norman Jr. would ever take a dive in his home city and give up his belt and then leave his father. That wasn't a dive. That was a loss. Devin Haney broke up his fucking team. He took a lot of criticism for that. You're already paying him so many millions for the fight. What are you paying him to take a dive? More than the fight?
No. This
Okay,
should
but
make some back end money.
okay, check this out. Hold up. Let's try to make this all make sense. So you mean to tell me that he traded in the millions of dollars he's already getting for the fight? So mysteriously, win, lose, or draw, whatever gambling debt he threw the fight for, because I don't know who he's throwing the fight for in the first place. Because it's not like all websites or Las Vegas all cash in one website. No, there are a million people betting around the world to different websites that don't pay each other. So why are you throwing the fight? What? All of a sudden, Brian Norman Jr. got into some mob ties, you want me to believe? Or he got into so many problems that he had to throw the fight with Devin Haney. That's what you want me to believe? You want me to believe?
No, no,
Hold
no,
up.
no. You,
Okay, check this out. Wait, just wait. Just wait. I'm just breaking down every scenario. Every scenario that anybody can throw up, not just yours. Yours is in there with this. So you want me to believe that Brian Norman Jr. threw the fight for a payday and threw his belt away, left his father, right? This was all in your plan of throwing the fight, mind you, because you had to know you were going to lose, right? You're being paid to lose, according to you guys, right? So the embarrassment of Atlanta City having this stigma of never winning a world title on any stage. Your baseball team, your football team got embarrassed by the Patriots, your hockey team don't deliver, nothing. You had the opportunity to be the hero in your own town, and you think that you paid him what to face that kind of embarrassment the next day, that the whole city said, now you weren't that dude. Oh, and by the way, you are no longer world champion. Your restaurant's not called Champs. It would have been way beneficial for you, way profitable for you than whatever dollar amount you guys think he took for taking a dive. Had he won that fight, the sponsorships, the city notoriety, shit, the amount of money he would have made in 2 weeks would have dwarfed whatever imaginary money you think you would have paid him to take a dive for winning the fight. Shit, you would have been, they would have made bobblehead dolls after you. They probably would have named a street after you in your home city for doing that to Devin Haney, the unified youngest world champion. How much money you think they paid him? And whoever paid him this mysterious money, how much money did they win for paying him to take a dive? Who bet it with this mysterious entity? Who did you have bet with him? The guy that's paying him to take a dive. So if you're paying him more than what he got paid for the fight, let's just imagine, let's triple it so that it sells better. Let's say this mysteriously figure paid him triple the amount to throw the fight. Who does he have that's gambling with him that he's going to make 6 times the amount? You got one person betting that kind of money with you, and you got this kind of connections that you can get to Devin Haney and to Brian Norman Jr. You can reach them. And then who are you throwing the fight for? For Devin Haney? So that you can make him look bigger? So I imagine it's got to be a promoter that you're thinking about. Somebody that could actually reach these fighters. So the fighter and promoter is paying triple the amount for Brian to throw the fight. And you're winning what? And Brian Norman Jr. is cool with this? He's going to wake up with egg in his face. Split up the family. And he took a dive? Nah, you know what? He got his ass whooped. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He didn't throw no fight. They didn't pay him for no money. Brian Norman Jr. was under the impression that Devin Haney was pillow-fisted. Let's just cut the shit.
Hey, did
Let's
anybody
just...
catch the post fight? Did he call anybody out? Because I got my volume on low.
I'm going to tell you right now, Brian Norman Jr. got his ass whooped in that fight, and that's all that happened in that fight. He thought he was going to walk through Devin Haney's power, and he got a rude awakening, and before he knew it, he was down on the scorecards. Devin Haney was a lot faster. He was evading Brian Norman Jr.'s punches, slipping a lot of his punches, and he was just a better quality of fighter. Brian Norman Jr. learned a lot in that fight against Devin Haney. Tonight, it showed, that Brian Norman Jr. saw that after the loss to Devin Haney, he had to have thought about it, that he had reached a certain level with his team and that he needed to go to the next level. And he sought out Ronnie Shields so that he can get a better coach, he felt. So because Brian Norman Jr. had to decide that maybe he wasn't on the level everybody was telling him he was on. Maybe Brian Norman Jr. realized he was around a bunch of yes men. Yes, champ. Throw the jab. Yes, champ.
Hey,
you're the best.
Edwin,
Yes, champ.
Do you think Bob Arum knows where he's at right now?
Absolutely. The only thing that keeps that man alive is boxing. If you were to draw a tube of his blood right now, it would probably spell the word boxing. If you take boxing away from Bob Arum, he would die. And I'm not even joking. I honestly believe that. You turn boxing off for like 6 months and there would be no more Bob Arum. That little old man would stop moving. What makes him move, Bob Arum, is boxing. And it's ironic that, you look back at Bob Arum's story. He was a lawyer, right? His first boxing match that he was brought in to overlook the contracts was Muhammad Ali. Bob Arum. That's how far back he's been in the game. And he didn't promote Ali, and Bob Arum was in top rank at the time. He came in as like a what do they call as an advisor.
Okay.
He came in as an advisor, as a lawyer. He was a New York City lawyer, Bob Arum, when he had hair. Well, he has hair now a little bit, but he had much more hair back then. It was brown. He was mad young and shit. And then once he looked over the Muhammad Ali contract, that's what dragged him into boxing. There was a lot of fucking boxing matches. He was like looking over for contracts as a lawyer because Bob Arum actually started his career as a lawyer. He's real smart when it comes to contracts. He's been in probably every fucking contract situation. And Bob Arum, like for the last 6, 7 years, 6, 7 years, something like that. I forget what it is. He hasn't been at the helm of Top Rank. He doesn't run the day to day shit in Top Rank anymore. The only thing that Bob Arum does is go to fights. He's the face of Top Rank right now. Like when he shows up to fights, Bob Arum would do nowadays. An interview here and there, talk about his guys, but he doesn't run in the front office. But if you fuck around too much, and Bob Arum goes to the building, he's got the keys to everything. Like he's gonna come in and step in. He's probably gonna say something or whatever. But like I think it's like his sons, his son-in-law, shit like that. They're the guys that are running the majority of the day to day in Top Rank. Bob Arum hasn't run that in a pretty long time. He don't call the shots in Top Rank anymore. He allows them to do their work, but I'm pretty sure if Bob Arum just walks in the building and snaps his finger, shit'll get done. You know what I'm saying? So
Hey, how do you see this
yeah,
this fight coming on along?
this one right here, this is a tricky one.
Keyshawn
Um,
Albright.
if the same version of Keyshawn that beat Jermaine Ortiz shows up, it's a long night for Albright. It's a real long night for Albright. I think that Keyshawn Davis is going to show tonight that he's going to leave Albright in his rearview mirror. There's just one problem with that. He's got to pay attention against Albright. He's a tricky puncher, Albright. He can hit in between, but he won't do it all the time. What that does is it lulls the fighter into a false sense of confidence. And Keyshawn's going to think he can get away with that same combination because Albright, the last few times he did it, he didn't throw no punches. And in that one moment of that one combination again, Albright's going to catch him, I think. Something in my spider sense, because that's how he caught him the first time. You know what I'm saying? They're showing highlights of it now. And, Albright's not scared of Keyshawn. He's not. And he knows how to weather a storm. He just came off that good fight with Frank the Ghost Martin. It was a draw and shit. He's also coming off the confidence that he knows he stunned Keyshawn in the last fight. So before we get into the fight, let me know who you guys got in the fight. Let's run the Notre Dame World Championship. Tell me, you guys think you can call this fight better than me? Do you really think you can call this fight better than me? Well, then put in your predictions right now and take your crack at the Notre Dame World Championship, right? We're here at Round One Sports Talk. We will stamp you and let the world know you know how to call your fights. All right?
I got Albright decision. I might
Albright
go with it.
decision, front line?
I'm gonna go with
Hey, front line. Front line. Is that
Well,
subject to change?
no.
Okay, let's go. Yo, what's up? Go ahead.
I got him. I got him UD. That's the only way he could win. The way the judging has been today. Like John Santana fight got me kind of like thrown off. Is like got me with a bad taste in my mouth. He's gonna either have to knock him down. He's gonna have to either knock him out. I'm sorry, knock him out or win convincingly, like convincingly. I'm going with Albright decision. UD.
Albright decision.
Yep. Jose says I'm going with Albright. Fuck it.
Hey, yo, none of y'all won in the
Dog,
Brian Norman Jr. fight, by the way. You know what
dog, dog,
I'm saying?
dog man says he got Albright too.
Frontline decision. What's Dogman got him?
He got Albright. Dog man, how do you got Albright winning? UD, split decision, majority decision, knockout.
Or
What
do you
round? If
do
it's a
you see a
knockout,
stoppage in the fight? I think Keyshawn Davis is gonna pack him up late. Maybe early. I don't know, man. I'm gonna go with Keyshawn Davis. Round one's going with Keyshawn Davis in the 6.
Okay, Dogman's got him. Albright UD.
That's what you got. Albright unanimous decision.
I got him with UD. Dogman got him UD as well. Jose's got majority decision for Albright. Osensi says Albright. Albright. Osensi, how do you have him? Albright, what? How do you have him winning? Stoppage, decision, or how? Sacklebow. Sackle got Davis by decision robbery.
Ah, who does? What's his name?
Sackle. Vincent, Albright, split. I don't think a split's gonna. Well, it could happen because Cobson got a split decision
Bull
against
Rider
Kelvin
got wins by what? What?
by 7th round KO.
Albright, Bull Rider.
Since he's got it by decision, Albright.
Damn, the entire building got Albright. What's going on in the boxing street?
Jason's got Keyshawn by decision. You got a stoppage. 6th round stoppage. Subject to change, Edwin?
Me? Nah,
Yeah.
bro. I ain't nah. Albright getting stopped tonight, bro. It's over.
That logo.
All this fucking parading around and thinking you got the wins over the Davis family, that ends tonight, bro. Keyshawn gonna come in there. He gonna spank him. It's over. Look at Albright. Yo, Albright said if he beats Keyshawn tonight, he's gonna sing about it. He got beat by an R&B singer. Damn.
Dogman says Albright has a different energy about himself in this one.
How can you tell? He's masked up. You don't even see his face.
That's the energy. He got
So
that
he's a Spartan
Spartan.
now? He's a Spartan
He's a
now?
Spartan.
He's a Spartan now? I. Read the chat. Catch up to the chat if there's any messages.
I'm all caught up. All caught up.
Albright's a Spartan now. All right. Okay. Let's go, Keyshawn. You know what I'm
this
saying?
shit goes
In
on,
the
Edwin,
building.
I'm gonna put it on me for a minute. I'm gonna go grab something to drink and use the bathroom real quick.
Yep.
Richard Espada in the building. He said, "What up, Edwin Frontline and Manito?"
Salute. I think these are Keyshawn's sisters, in fact. I don't have the volume up, but I know his sisters can sing. And I
So could
remember
Albright. Albright could too.
Keyshawn Davis's sisters got into a car accident on the way to their fight in North Virginia. They were involved in a car accident. And, I was like, yo, I hope your sister's all right, Keyshawn. Family's always important. But if I'm not mistaken, if anybody can write that, are these Keyshawn's sisters right here? Because I know they can sing. I don't remember all. They kind of look. Wait a minute, I didn't get to see her too good. Wait a minute. Yeah, they gotta be his sisters. That's got to be their family. You see how they standing on the side? Like rappers and shit, they don't do that. I think that anybody know that? Put it in chat for me. I think this is his sisters. Little family love, man. Keyshawn's back home. You got another chance to redeem yourself. Right the wrong, Keyshawn. What happened in that situation with your brother and Albright. All that. And I gotta admit, You know what I'm saying? For as much as I want to hate or be biased, right? Because he beat the shit out of my boy, bro, Jermaine Ortiz. He beat the shit out of my boy, bro. And, Jermaine Ortiz is like, I personally know him. He's from my hometown, and if anytime I was going to, uh, and I just got to be honest, Keyshawn Davis proved that he was levels above Jermaine that night. Jermaine was not in sync on that night. I can personally tell you Jermaine is way better of a fighter. It's just them off nights, man. And you don't want to have that off night in the biggest day of your life. But it fucking happens. And a bunch of sports guys talk about it. Athletes, quarterbacks, you name it. Hockey players, everybody, tennis, golf. They just say, yo, that wasn't me in there. I saw everything he was doing and everything. It's one of those off nights, man. So, yeah, I want to see what Keyshawn Davis does. Anybody else want to put in their predictions before we head into this fight? Who you think's going to win in the fight? I want to hear what you have to say, and also to see if you can win the Notre Dame world title and be stamped here at Round One Sports Talk and know your shit. You will be honored as a Notre Dame world champion. Now, I don't think none of y'all gonna beat me. You know what I'm saying? Frontline, whatever he says, we already know he lost. But yo, listen, he's going out. Somebody's going to sleep in this fight. Somebody. I don't think that this fight is going to go the distance. Keyshawn went, almost went the distance with Jermaine Ortiz. He stood boxing. I just think that the moment he needs to deliver for his city. And I think that Keyshawn's going to want to deliver. And this is going to be a good scalp. Isn't this the guy that beat your brother in his hometown?
Nah,
You know,
Keyshawn getting his ass whooped.
your family name is at stake here. So that's why I don't think that it's going to be more Tom and Jerry. I don't believe it. I believe somebody might just be getting stopped in this fight. And I think Keyshawn Davis might be doing the stopping. Oh, hey, listen, all you guys got Albright, fine.
Richard got Keyshawn by TKO, 5th round.
Richard, we're going to put Richard down. Keyshawn, you got Keyshawn?
Keyshawn, TKO, round 5.
Got him.
Sí, Richard, te dejaste llevar por Edwin. Ahora vas a perder.
Richard, you with me. Listen, Richard. Te va a ir con Frontline. Ya tú sabes cómo brega Frontline, okay? Listen, he needs to take that mask off and get into fight mode. He's living behind the mask.
Nah, he's showing who the real Spartan is.
Nah, what he doesn't want you to remember what he looked like before the fight, because after the fight, you might not recognize him. You know what I'm saying? He might be unrecognizable. You know what I mean? Yo, Keyshawn, let's go.
Oh, since he said if he loses, Jay Prince might get him off. Joking.
Oh, shit. Come this way. Yeah, I have to talk to you, youngin'.
Hey, and from my understanding, ain't Albright's like a nurse or something too. Like when he's not.
He's a part-time nurse, part-time R&B singer, part-time boxer.
He's from Philly too.
Oh shit!
I thought he was from Jersey.
In the building, Philly right now. Oh, they on deck? Philly's on deck right now?
Yo, I thought he was from Jersey. I don't know what made me think that.
Oh shit! This is Philly versus North Virginia.
Norfolk.
Norfolk, yo, listen, y'all better bring them Philly cheesesteaks with you. Keyshawn looking rip right now. Look at him.
As he should, overweight.
Shut up. Overweight, then he wouldn't have abs. Keyshawn made weight. He mad as fuck
Oh,
now.
he's not the businessman no more. Now he's the amazing.
He's the amazing man now.
He's the amazing.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Keyshawn Davis, Nair Albright. Here we go. We're about to start round one. Let's lock in. This might be an early night or a long night. Let's see what Nair Albright brings to the table against up and coming, rising, young superstar and Keyshawn Davis. Let's go. And both fighters meet each other at the center of the ring. Keyshawn Davis is already coming forward, looking to be the more aggressor of the two. Nair Albright settles back on the back foot. Keyshawn opens up with a quick 1-2 up top, one stabbing body shot downstairs. Nair Albright trying to use feints. Keyshawn much faster. Nice little shot by Nair Albright in the inside. Keyshawn Davis is on the attack. They tying up right now in the center of the ring. The referee breaks them up. Nair Albright tries to answer him with a quick 1-2. Quickly tie up Keyshawn Davis. And the referee comes between them. We are in the first round with the Keyshawn Davis Albright fight. Timestamp 2 minutes and 5 seconds left in the first round.
Richard, I got Albright by decision.
Albright trying to be composed, showing like what Keyshawn is doing is not affecting him, but Keyshawn came out real fast, real snappy in the first round. Right now, the ref needs to break them up. There's a little WWE headlocking going on here. Keyshawn Davis settling in the back foot. Nair Albright pawing out the jab right there. Can't get lazy with that front jab. Keyshawn Davis throws two shots, partially blocked. Both men exchange jabs in the center of the ring. Nair Albright doubles up on his jab. Keyshawn evades. Right now, the foot placement war is being fought in the center of the ring. And every time they exchange, they tie up. It's a lot of nervous energy I can see from both fighters. But Keyshawn Davis, a lot of tying up here. Both fights. There might be some head bumps in this fight later as the fight goes on. Both fights are really rushing in. Keyshawn just settled in and hit him with a 1-2. Albright rolled with it, but it did land. Keyshawn changing levels, stabbing downstairs to the body. What the hell was that, Keyshawn? He acted like he was playing handball for a second, going for a backward hand shot. Nair Albright lunging out with the jab, with the hook. And we close the first round. The first round comes to a close. I'm gonna say that Keyshawn Davis won that fight, that first round. I think that he landed the better of the punches in the fight. Albright was trying to punch with Keyshawn, but Keyshawn appears to be so far the faster of the two. There's a lot of nervous energy right now going on. They tied up a little bit of headlocks and shit on the inside that can burn energy. So Keyshawn Davis really needs to pay attention to some of these things, and focus on doing his job. He's here to outbox Albright. Don't let the emotions in the night get too big for you. As for Nair Albright, I think that he's going to have to close the distance a little bit more, get on the inside where that the fight is more favorable to him. He's not faster than Keyshawn, so he's going to have to get in the inside. We are in the second round, timestamp 2 minutes and 34 seconds. Keyshawn Davis, Nair Albright on the center of the ring. And both fighters are like switching levels right now, trying to stay. And Keyshawn Davis comes with a 1-2, stab it down to the body, over the top, right hand connects. Albright is trying to catch up to Keyshawn, but Keyshawn's like a cat right now. He really is. Albright can't find Keyshawn right now. Keyshawn needs to stay out here, wear him down. Well, Keyshawn, he's rushing. He was rushing the fight a little in the first round. If Keyshawn settles into the fight and starts to notice everything that he's doing well, Albright can't fuck with Keyshawn already at this range. Keyshawn would beat his ass all night at this range. It's going to be up to Keyshawn to see if he can land a good shot to hurt Albright. Good jab right now. He's got Albright at the end of his punches. Albright needs to go in the high guard and push Keyshawn forward rather than staying on the outside. It's not working for him. All this outside Albright, you're not going to hit Keyshawn. You're too slow. And you haven't slowed down Keyshawn enough. Albright can't fight him at this range. Keyshawn's got a smirk on his face. Albright just wants to knock it off. Keyshawn found his range. He knows that's why he's smiling. He knows that Albright can't beat him at this range. Albright's got to recognize what's going on. He's going to have to cut the distance. He's going to have to take some chances. He can't allow Keyshawn to keep stepping around him. Albright, you're going to keep missing, my man. You're not going to catch up to Keyshawn like this. And Keyshawn knows it. You can see it on the expression on his face. He knows it. He knows it.
Yeah, well, Cincy, I agree. Albright's timing is off. His measuring, like his distance is off. He's not calculating his punches right. None of that.
Yeah,
I agree.
he's not gonna beat him at this distance. He's just not. And Keyshawn saw it. If Albright's gonna stay on the outside like that, Keyshawn's gonna pick him apart until he softens him up. Albright can't live out there with Keyshawn. He's gonna have to move in on the inside, make the fight a little dirty. He's gonna have to slow Keyshawn down a little.
Yep, he's got to make it dirty. I was just going to say that.
Yeah, Keyshawn's a bit too fast for him, and he's making Albright miss. But like I said, Albright can be a deceiving fighter. Remember what I said, that he won't punch in between some of these situations, and he will really mislead you into the fact that he's not punching in these sequences, and then he does. So Keyshawn's got to stay alert. Trust me, he's got to stay alert. But right now, Keyshawn, here we are in round 3 right now. I got timestamps 2 minutes and 24 seconds, and it seems like Albright heard what I said, and he's trying to make it a bit more dirty fight, a lot more clinching right now going on. Uh, and whether you know it or not, every time Keyshawn Davis clinches like this and grabs Albright, he's exerting energy. So Albright has to make this a bit more tougher. Keyshawn is he's picked his range. He knows that Albright is not faster than him. He knows that Albright can't fuck with him on this in this side. It's gonna be up to Albright to make this adjustment, guys. If not, this fight is gonna go on like this until somebody either they go the distance or somebody gets caught. Nice shot by Keyshawn. Albright, that was kind of low, but that's all right. The referee is definitely letting him fight. Albright is not. No, he's not. He's not taking chances right now. And Keyshawn is out boxing him, actually. Albright doesn't have those kind of boxing skills. He's got to recognize this. You see how Albright throws the jab, right? You're going to see when he throws the jab right now, right? He should have kept going with it. And Keyshawn, he's got Keyshawn on the back foot right now. Keyshawn is trying to get that confident where that Albright is not rushing forward. That way he can start throwing off his front foot right now and sit down on his punches a little. But Keyshawn is doing such a good job right now. I guess as a fighter, like if I was in Keyshawn's shoes, like why would you want to go into a 50-50 with this dude when you're just clearly whooping his ass like this? Nah, Keyshawn, this is 3-0 right now. Albright hasn't won a round. But I think that Keyshawn Davis really needs to make a statement. If I'm right, he's going to soften up Albright, soften him up, get him right where he wants him. Keyshawn's going to put him away. That's what I think. That's what I think. Let's see what happens.
Nah, Albright playing with his food right now. Watch. You're gonna turn it up.
No, you know what Albright's doing
5.
right now? He's downloading information, but his internet's not working. His internet speed.
He's on dial up right now.
He's on dial up. He's dialing up information. I'm not sure if it's ever gonna come, but we're about to find out. All right, we are in the fourth round. Timestamp 2 minutes and 50 seconds. Albright comes out strong right now. He looks a bit more aggressive. Keyshawn Davis ties up with him. It looks like Keyshawn's talking to him or something. Keyshawn has to find the way to really, make a statement here. Now, there are a lot of clinching, tying up right now. And that's because Albright's falling into his punches too, as well as Keyshawn now, a little bit wrestling. This is what Albright wants. He wants Keyshawn to exude himself and doing these power movements. Yeah, Albright's a bit behind on the trigger here so far. Don't count him out yet. Don't count him out yet.
Bull Riders keeping track. Clinches 5 in round 1, 3 in second round, and 7 in third round. Fucking trash.
Well, we're already up to almost 5 clinches right now in this round. That's 6. There we go, Keyshawn. Throw your hands, dude. All right, now, Oh, another tie up. Another little clinch. The hell is this WrestleMania bullshit? Keyshawn's got to do something to write all this away. If he goes the distance, that's going to be the fucking narrative tomorrow. All this clinching. Look at another one. The fighter has the ability to erase all of this. How? Knock him out. Give him something else to talk about. If not, this clinching shit is going to be the story of this fight tomorrow. I guarantee it. So, somebody's got to get stopped here. This shit is getting a bit boring, I got to say, man.
To be honest, this whole card was trash.
I mean, they got to do better, bro. You want to be the top American fighter? You're going to have to do better than that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, and I'm not being harsh. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, brother. Not when you got like fighters like Abdullah Mason coming up. You know, Bruce Caron, Tiger Johnson. Hopefully they have a better card. This North Virginia card has not been, the Davis family has not delivered blood. 2 brothers went so far. Both went the distance. No blood. Come on, Keyshawn. I don't know, man. And we are in round 5. Start off the round 5. More clinching. Good uppercut by Keyshawn there. Little jab. Come on, guys. Step this up. I do have it like Chris Maddox does. I have it a clean sweep so far for Keyshawn. More wrestling, more WWE. And the ref breaks him up again. Seems like they both swinging big, but they both like nervous energy, bro. Oh shit! Now Albright just clipped Keyshawn a little. Keyshawn took the punch and grabbed for dear life. But he rolled with it. Looks like he's fine. But now Keyshawn's a little bit hesitant. Hasn't threw a punch yet. Now Albright tries to close the distance and back to tying up. I don't know why Keyshawn just doesn't use this jab that he has and works with it. He uses, then he abandons it, and then he goes into a slugfest and then just grabbing fest. I think Keyshawn thought he was going to finish him early in his head or something. This is just one clinch after the other. You thought the Subriel Matias and Liam Paro fight had a lot of clinches, or the Subriel Matias Alberto Puello. Shit. Keyshawn just opened up with a little flurry, all blocked by Albright. Albright comes up, tries to go downstairs, attack at Keyshawn's body, partially blocked. Keyshawn returns the favor, goes downstairs to the body. Now, Albright moving his feet, going to the right. Keyshawn Davis backs him up to the rope, throws a little couple flurry of punches. Nothing really landed. Nair Albright throws a big right hand and it misses. Keyshawn Davis is mocking Albright right now, but for what reason, I really don't know because you're not really doing anything. Ah, dog. Frontline, have you fell asleep yet?
I'm getting there.
Shit, bro.
Wiz wants to know who's winning right now. Shit, the clinches are winning right now.
Well, Keyshawn Davis is, we're in the fifth round and he won all 5 rounds because, Keyshawn is doing it just enough to win every round over Albright, I got to admit. But this fight has not been on the level of a skilled boxing match, to say the least. No, there's not much to report right now. Fucking Keyshawn, come on, guys. What round is it? 6. What round did I say?
You said fifth,
I
but
said I said 6. I said 6. It's right here. Round 1. Nice
oh yeah,
try.
for your prediction, yeah, you suck. That's why you're a loser.
Yeah, Albright's about to go to sleep right now.
Sacco said, "Where's the point taken for excessive clinching?" Wiz says the other dude keeping his distance.
Down. Keyshawn swinging strong right now, though. We are in the 6th round. I got 2 minutes, 14 seconds stamped, timestamp. No sooner that I say they're swinging big, they clinch again. And Nair Albright tries to step to Keyshawn. Keyshawn opens up with a 3-piece combination, partially blocked. Albright circling to his right. Keyshawn circling to his right. And they both collide again. Remarkably, I don't know why there haven't been more head clashes in this fight, but now
That's because we're too busy hugging.
Keyshawn snaps him with a nice little snappy check hook over the top. Keyshawn trying to showboat in the center of the ring. Albright tries to answer with a snappy jab, but hits nothing but air. And Shakur Stevenson is in attendance, watching his Call of Duty buddy, Keyshawn Davis, in the ring. For all the hype and build up to this fight and the drama, I'm just hoping that we can get some fucking blood here. Oh, here comes Keyshawn. Ah, man. Shakur Stevenson yelling instructions to his Call of Duty buddy. Come on, Keyshawn Davis, man. Do something, bro. Do something, man. Fuck. Okay. There we go. He connected with a nice little shot on Albright. He staggered him against the ropes. I think that was the best shot in the fight in the 6th round. A couple rabbit punches behind the head. And the round came to a close. So technically, the best punch in the fight happened in the 6th round. So basically, he knocked him out. So I win, right? That's how that
You
goes.
cheating ass.
What do you mean, bro? The best punch in the fight, that's close. And when you consider that to being,
Hey, you almost said something. Almost. Oh, since he said, I wish Tank came back and whooped Keyshawn and Shakur.
Something, Tank. Do something. Save us, Tank. What the fuck? The hell is this shit, Tank? Do something. Come back. The fuck, man. So
Yo,
I'm
Jake
out.
Jake Paul got that UFC card going on right now too.
Richard out. Richard's out round 5. I don't think none of y'all gonna win with Albright on a decision. I don't see that shit happening. We're in the 7th round. Albright hasn't won a round yet.
Yo, if Tank comes back, where do you see him going? Do you see him going to 40, 35, or 30?
I see him fighting Loma.
At what division? 35?
35. Might fight Loma at a catch weight.
Oh yeah, because Tank don't care about belts.
Nope.
He cares about money.
Yep. Damn,
Wise
man.
Wiz says Tank fight Loma his return. I want to see that fight. I think that fight it should have been done years ago.
Years ago, 6, 7 years ago,
Um,
bro.
you're talking about a Loma who's 38 years old. Would I give Tank credit for it? Probably
Oh
not.
my god, what the fuck is this, bro? Keyshawn just literally body slammed Albright in the ring. When I'm talking about body slam, he fucking WWE that dude. Watch when you see it. They should take a point from him for that. He literally body slammed Albright in the ring, bro. And I'm not exaggerating. Watch when you see it.
What's your timestamp right now, dude?
127 in the 7th round.
Oh yeah, I'm way behind.
You'll see. This is what Keyshawn should have been doing for a long time. What the fuck is this?
A dormir sin sueño.
This shit is fucking crazy, bro, man. I thought this fight was going to be a bit better than this, but this is a little disappointing. Just a little. I mean, there's been action in the fight, yeah. I'm not hating. But damn, bro, Keyshawn. It's probably why he didn't want to fight him. He didn't think that Albright was on a professional boxing level that. Come on, Keyshawn, man. All the lights are out here for you. You see them lights flashing? They're here for you, bro. Come on now.
That place is empty though.
Yo, it's not empty. Where do you see that it's empty? I see it. Well, I haven't seen up in the top yet. Wait, I never even paid attention to that. Look at this. He just body slammed him. What the fuck are you doing? Nah, that place is not empty, bro. Look at this. He just body slammed. Man, what the fuck is he doing, bro? You don't get points for body slamming a dude. He should have body slammed Keyshawn right there. I'm in the 8th round. Timestamp 2 minutes 24 seconds. Keyshawn Davis starting here. Albright. Well,
Hey, Bull Rider, how many clinches are we up to this fight?
now Keyshawn, Albright returned the favor and partially slammed him down. He like gently laid him down.
So is it turned into a UFC fight match now?
Oh, this is UFC. I think they're gonna start awarding takedowns. Time. They're gonna give them clinching time.
They're gonna give him an ipong. Ipong.
You know what I'm saying? They're gonna start awarding control time in the lock. They might start awarding ground and pound.
Bull Rider, come on. I need the update on the count. On the count of clinches. I need an update total so far.
He lost count. There's so many.
He said Keyshawn Hold On Davis is trash.
Keyshawn, hold on, Davis. You ain't right. Keyshawn, hold on, Davis, huh? He went from the businessman to the amazing man to the hold on man. What the fuck is this? That motherfucker put me to sleep, bro.
Bull Rider said he lost count because he don't have enough fingers.
Bull Rider, use your toes. You was supposed to use your fingers and your toes, bro. What the fuck? He said, I lost my toes in the war. Here we go. Keyshawn, they exchanging a little bit. God damn. Push a T, push a T. He looks tired too, push a T. And Davis is gonna look at her up like, yo, what the fuck? Nigga, bro, didn't you just slam on the round before? It's gonna look like he was offended. Like, ref, look, what are you doing? Like, bro, you just literally body slammed on the previous round. This is ridiculous, bro, right now. Come on, Keyshawn, lay this dude out, bro.
Kassad, what's
Chris
up, boss?
Chris Manis got the 7th round, 8-9. They took a point from Keyshawn?
Hey, where's wants to know who's to blame for the for so much clinching?
It's kind of 50-50. Like, both fighters are doing it. See, like right there, now Albright clinched him. Right now in the 9th round, he just clinched him. So it came from him. But like I said, Keyshawn's acting like you know, and Albright's doing shit that he's not doing. Now, Bryce's eyes, his face is looking fucked up a little. In the ninth round, I got timestamp 1 minute and 22 seconds. In the ninth. Guys, this is going to be the story tomorrow. I could already see it. People are going to talk about this clinch fest like. Now tell me, do any of you guys believe that Keyshawn Davis, with this kind of performance right here, he could beat the top guys? He could beat Shakur Stevens, which I know he's not going to fight. Move up to fight, try to fight like fighters like Devin Haney. Do you think that this version of Keyshawn beats Brian Norman Jr. that just fought on the undercard?
Nope. Agent Alexander Usyk
I'm just asking
says.
questions. I'm just asking questions to my chat. Like,
Alexander Usyk says, salute round one. Sending love from Jay Smith fam.
absolutely.
Wiz says, do they know the word? Put up a performance for the crowd and the fans? Question. I don't think they do. I mean,
This has
I know
been a
this is
sloppy sparring match. Tell you the truth. You know how you clinch a lot in sparring? And you guys are like falling into each other. And you guys are just fighting, not making adjustments, no real boxing going on. Like just a bunch of guys being all like energetic. And every time they swing, they lock up. That's what this looks like, if I want to be honest. Just a glorified sparring match. That's it. The fuck did any of these dudes do boxing wise? Either way, Keyshawn or Albright. Where, you know what I'm saying? Like, they were spurts where Keyshawn was controlling the outside for like 1 round. 1 round, he did that. I think it was actually the second. And since then, fucking clinch fest, bro. That's what it looks like. We are in the 10th round. I got 2 minutes, 46 seconds. Every exchange, they just end in the clinch. Neither boxer wants to give the other side the inside punching ability, where that they both tie up. Multiple times, Keyshawn tried to punch off the break, and Albright did the same, but they made sure that they were continuously clinching. So I think that their strategy, in fact, for both guys were that if you was to throw a punch and the guy was to get next to you, clinch up, because don't let Albright fire off on you on the inside. Seems like Albright's people said the same thing about Keyshawn Davis. Don't let Keyshawn fire off on the inside on you. If he's that close, grab him. And they're both doing the same shit. And every time they're clinched up, they're both of them are looking for that split second where the guy relaxes a little and they can fire on each other. They've tried to do it to each other all fucking night already. Albright seems to be the fighter that's wearing it more than Keyshawn. Keyshawn looks to be the fresher of the two fighters. He doesn't have much damage on his face. Keyshawn needs to get back into this jab. Why Albright is not, giving him a little bit of breathing room. And stop winding up on your shots, Keyshawn. The knockout will come. Stop looking for it. I think that Keyshawn's been looking for the knockout all night, and rather than working towards the knockout. In fact, that's exactly what I think is happening. He's been trying to knock out Albright. if he settled down in the fight a bit more and the knockout comes and then it comes. But I think that Keyshawn, he skipped steps in the dance. Keyshawn, he wanted to get right to the knockout and started swinging real big. Although you could see his boxing ability, he can box when he wants to, but he was desperately, looks like, now that I'm thinking about it, that's exactly what Keyshawn's been doing. He's been chasing the knockout.
Let me ask you this: does he look better with this trainer? Or did he look better with Bomac?
All right. I gotta say he looked better with Bomac. His timing was better. Um, his patience was better. Even his delivery and his setup was better with Bomac. With this, it looks more rushed. It looks like he's trying to punch strong. It doesn't look like he has his timing. It doesn't look like he's more measured as a fighter. Yeah, I gotta be honest. He looked better with Bomac. Yeah.
Agent Alexander Usyk says they need to stop clinching as much. It's boxing, not MMA. We already have two MMA cards on tonight. We don't need a third. Keyshawn need to put on the heat. We in round 10. He up, but he need to put down some firepower.
Yeah,
Wiz
I
says
agree.
Keyshawn need to Wiz says Keyshawn needs to go in and out and not get tangled in a clinch. Osinci says, I was expecting so much more out of this fight. Wiz says that's
Yes.
the only way to avoid the clinching. Sacco says, I turned off the TV after 5 rounds. What a stinker. Osinci says DB3 equals not impressed. Not
N-
impressive.
Not impressive. Damn.
Jason says too many clinches in this fight. Osinci says, fuck it. I think Devin cooks Keyshawn.
Yeah. I think he cooks him too. Shit, with a performance like this, is that Keyshawn Davis was just, look at this. He's picking him apart now. This is what Keyshawn should have been doing. See, Albright is initiating the clinches right here. See, but now it looks better for Keyshawn because see that Keyshawn stopped clinching and now he's letting his hands fly right here. Look, he's beating the brakes off Albright now. Now Keyshawn's not clinching. He's using his elbow to frame rather than grabbing him. That's the difference. See, Keyshawn could have stopped all this in the beginning and do exactly this. See the difference in the fight? He's not choosing a clinch. He's using a frame now. Look at the difference in the fight right now. You'll see. Now Albright just initiated a clinch right there at 48 seconds, 47 seconds. And he keeps falling into Keyshawn. Look how Keyshawn switched up and stopped clinching. He's got Albright in a little bit of trouble. Albright's doing the clinching now. Keyshawn grabbing the back of the head. See, Keyshawn's not moving now. He's staying still, fighting, still tying up a little WWE. Keyshawn's starting to get a little fatigued, a little fatigued, a little fatigued. Exchange of words there at the end. But look at what happened when Keyshawn actually wanted to fight and chose not to grab him. He used his elbows like this to frame and push off of him. That means that all this excessive clinching was going on by, yes, both fighters but also Keyshawn Davis, because Keyshawn Davis showed that if he didn't want to clinch with him, that's how he should have been punching with him. So a lot of this criticism he's going to get tomorrow is due in part to his performance. Yes. Look at how he's fighting when he doesn't want to fall into the punch and grab him. Look how he's fighting. You mean to tell me he could have did that the whole time rather than grabbing him? I'm in the 12th and final round. Did you see the difference though? What I was talking about?
Yeah. But this fight is straight ass.
Yeah.
Agent says Keyshawn should have started fighting like this earlier in the fight.
I told you, see, you guys see it now? You're catching up with me? Look how he's fighting now in the 12th round. They tying up a little bit right now, yes. But Keyshawn's fighting stronger. You could have fought like this, bro. You could have gave Norfolk, Virginia the highlights they were looking for, the blood. It might have hurt it a little. You might have took a little bit more punches from Albright, right? But you would have fucking cashed in.
Yo, do you think
There
that
you go,
that
Keyshawn.
do you think that Keyshawn was in this fight like just to do the fight, like he wasn't really into it?
Kind of. I got that from his the interview they did up on stage and shit. You know, Keyshawn didn't want this fight again. He didn't want the Albright fight again, he said. But now Keyshawn's putting the Beats by Dre on him. And this is how Keyshawn should have been fighting the entire fucking time, bro. Yeah, you're making cutting the throat sounds, Keyshawn, like you're killing this guy, but you're going the distance, my man. And Albright's going to get a moral victory for surviving. I mean, this was just basically the first fight with a bunch of clinching. The first fight was probably more action-packed than this. Albright's on his bike running right now. He's trying to survive. He's trying to make it to the closing bell at least. Albright's grabbing him, clinching right now. Yo, Keyshawn, what the fuck was that, bro? Keyshawn, he's showing the frustration. Oh, Albright caught him with his best shot right there. That was the best punch Albright caught Keyshawn with right there. And he's tying up, holding on for dear life. Albright showing signs of fatigue. Keyshawn coming back forward. Keyshawn, oh, he caught Albright big right there. He wobbled him. And the fight's over right there. That's...
Hey, in Two Tones word, a 2-pack of ass.
2-pack of ass.
This fight was garbage. This performance is not very impressive to become the next boxing tank, says Wiz.
Jay Prince
He
hopped
also
in the
said
ring quick. Go ahead.
Keyshawn is not beating Tank Davis at this level.
Nah, he's not. Tank will knock him out. Yeah, you're not beating Tank Davis like that. I don't give a fuck how much inactivity Tank got. Yeah, I'm not gonna co-sign that shit. Not with this performance. Boring, he says.
This fight was
Damn.
garbage. This fight was real
Damn,
garbage.
man, I've been falling asleep the whole time, like yawning on air. Like, this is bad, guys.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. The best fight of the night, I'm gonna give it to John Santana
It's
and
got to be.
and
Hands down.
Cruz.
Hands down. That's got to be the best fight. Hands down. What do you mean? You're gonna give it to him. What other
Give it
fight
to
was
him.
better than that?
None.
None. You ain't giving them nothing they didn't earn. That's what I'm saying. Like that was the best fight of the card. Yeah, man. Listen, guys. Obviously, Keyshawn Davis won this fight, guys. Fight was what? A
A 2-pack of ass.
2-pack. Yo, it's crazy. Listen,
Fight was turtle soup, says old Cincy.
I saw that. Listen, man. I look. I know that Keyshawn Davis is gonna win this fight, but I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this live right here. I'm just falling asleep. There's not really much to talk about, guys, unfortunately. But Brian Norman Jr. did do his thing. Well, I gotta say that that's probably the best. Well, the best fight. Yeah, I forgot about Brian Norman Jr. At least he stopped this guy. You know,
Well,
Brian.
Norman Jr. did what he was supposed to do.
Yeah, yeah. But Keyshawn is supposed to do something here too, ain't he? And what happened? And what happened? Fucking not much. Not much to report on. And Keyshawn was supposed to wipe this dude down. At least Brian Norman Jr. went in there and got the stoppage. Back and forth, a little controversy. I still give it to the Latin guys. They had an overall better fight. We didn't get to see Brian Norman Jr. open up because just the little bit that he had to offer, the Canadian checked out. He started saying that he had fucking hemorrhoid problems and that his mom was calling him. He had something on the stove. He might have left the stove on. I don't know. He had all kinds of excuses, but Canada's down bad right now. All right. And Mexico, you guys did good. You guys did good, but Santo Domingo got the win on you guys tonight. Unfortunately, we're going to have to give it to Santo Domingo. They need all the help they can get, right? Mexico, you guys know you guys already always in there. We're going to have to give them this one. But maybe they can run that fight back. Maybe they can run that fight back. I would like to see that fight again. I think that there was enough evidence to run that fight back again. Now, the main event right here, Keyshawn Davis, with Nahir Albright. Keyshawn is all smiles right now. I mean, all the Davis brothers and family, I guess, if we're looking at a positive on this, they all won. None of them really brought the kind of victory we want to see right now. We think that Keyshawn Davis could have did more in the fight. It would be crazy if they announced Albright the winner, right? That would be ridiculous. But shit happens, right? But Keyshawn Davis obviously got a unanimous decision. He advances. He's 15-0. And he gets the win, but not the most impressive fight. Not what I expected in this fight. I expected fireworks in this fight. We didn't get exactly that. But I guess we got to see boxing tonight. I don't know. You guys want to say anything else before I wrap this up here?
2-pack of ass.
2-pack of ass. Hey yo, hey,
Yo, shout out to the chat for stopping through.
Absolutely.
Agent says, have a good night, round one. Much love from Box Center's fam.
Absolutely.
Keyshawn put on a snooze fest.
Snooze fest, man.
Which
Snooze
says,
fest.
knowing Tank, he always chooses his opponent. Agent says, Keyshawn should have stopped this man. Rafa in the house. He said Tank was supposed to wipe down Roach too, wasn't he? Question.
Yeah. Yeah. True.
Keyshawn just happy that it's over. Says Agent.
Yeah.
Bull Rider said, till next time, fellas.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Vincent says Latinos always put on a show. And UK too.
Yep.
Which says round one, you have a good one. Take care.
Absolutely, guys. So Thank you guys for tuning in. Please don't forget to hit that like button for me on your way out. If you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel, become a Round One Sports Talk member. I'm looking to put some more interviews for us later on in this week. Hopefully, I'm going to get Keith Cologne, the Tsunami, up here to talk about his fight coming up in Springfield on June 19th, which I will be in attendance for. So we have a lot of fights to still cover. I know that this fight right here didn't quite live up to expectations, but on to the next one. On to the next one. We got a lot of good fights up and coming. So, fight fans, thank you for tuning in. You guys have been amazing. And I'm on to the next one. After this one, here at Round One Sports Talk Frontline, you're the best. Chat, you guys are
Peace.
the best. Peace.
Good night, y'all.
Good night.